So you have an entire pack of accessories that comes with the machine. Let me show you where they each go in the accessory box. So this attaches to the back of the machine, kind of helps extend the work surface, which is wonderful. So a couple things about this box I'll point out as we go. So there's kind of an upper level and a lower level. Now before I fill this up and then dump it out, you'll notice that you actually have some little holes here. Those are for spare needles that might not have a package to go back into, including the longer one, which would be for a twin or double needle. Those are great. And the other thing is there's going to be one foot that's a little longer. One of the little slots you have has an extra hole. There's a place for its little kind of back nub that fits down in there. I'll show you when we get there. So, and anything that doesn't fit in these slots are just going to go down into the back accessory area. So inside your little bag, and remember running around your box was the buttonhole foot. That one also goes into the back here. So you've got two thread little thread nets. If you ever have some thread that just wants to fall off the spool, it's really slippery or something, those can go over it. Also good for clear thread, and even some metallic thread if it's having a little issue. You can do that. Sometimes too, I've seen people even cut these in half because they don't need them so long. So those are there. This is a little screen cleaner. You can go ahead and put that down below. Extra needles and quite a wide variety of needles. You have some extra spool caps. And also, too, if you're using any of the, here we'll go up a little bit, here we go, little of the vertical spool pins, you can go ahead and set a felt pad on there, and then your spool won't spin really fast, kind of slows down the pull on that nicely. So there's some extra ones of those in here. You have your multi-purpose tool. We'll do a whole video on this because it will help insert the needles. Look at that little hole there. It's actually flat on the back side, and it will help put your needle in and out. And then also it will help get over a really thick jeans hem and a few other things like sewing on buttons. Great tool there. A seam ripper. You have a brush for cleaning. We have a whole video on cleaning. Screwdriver you're going to want to keep handy, yes. And then you have your bobbins. So Husqvarna Viking bobbins have the little H on them, and then you always know which way you're putting them in correctly. This is not something you can use from other machines, so make sure that you have the proper bobbin for this machine at all times. Another little smaller spool cap. You also have in here, it's going to look like a little sticker. This is a non-slip sticker, little sole guides. So you can tape them onto the bottom of like a zipper foot and make it so it goes over leather or vinyl like fabric without it getting stuck, and so it glides across. So those are handy. Again, a video we'll be doing on those as well. There is, okay, so here's all our feet. So speaking of sticky things, there is a foot H. It is the white foot in here. It has the non-slip sole that goes there. This is the other buttonhole foot. It's the one with the little extra length, the nub that I mentioned has a little hole for. So you can do a manual buttonhole without having the automatic feature, so there's no limit in how long it can actually be. So that one actually fits in that place there. That has to go down through there, otherwise it doesn't, the door doesn't close. All right, other feet. On your machine is your A foot. You also have a B foot. A is your standard foot. B has the little cutout underneath for your decorative stitches. And your machine is going to tell you right here which foot to have on at any given time. Your D as in dog foot is your blind hem foot. Once again, your machine will tell you when to put that on. You have a zipper foot, letter E, and it has two places to attach, your right side or your left side. It also fits over here at the far right because it is a wider slot for that particular foot. And then we have the R foot. That is a free motion quilting foot. It's also your embroidery foot. It's kind of like a hover foot. So there is 2 feet that I highly recommend you considering purchasing separately. They are optional. You will find that there is a free motion spring foot and an sensor Q embroidery foot that will work even better yet. So when you're ready, for any reason you're having trouble, that foot needs to be upgraded and you'll have the right ones. All right, so in the last one, jumping around, is our foot J. J is our overlock foot. So whether you have a serger or not, this is going to be a great foot to have at your fingertips. So everything fits all together. This is your little pictogram pen. That's a disappearing pen because it's purple, and we'll just slide that down the back side there. As you can see, there's extra room for more feet and bobbins, and then everything sits right here on the back, so it's easy to get into at any time while you're sewing.